If you want to go and absolutely smash the Moustache Madness events, then you are in the right place. This is the #1 place to go to get your strategy guide, to get qualifying, scoring you as many points as you can. That's what we're all here for, and I have done all the hard work so you can sit there, watch and race. How easy is that? So we have the Moustache Madness event. This is the event which is coming up in F1 Clash, and we are away for the start of this event. So we are pre-recording, and hopefully the circuits that we have been given are the correct ones, or it's going to look a little bit embarrassing. Now we have this week Nigel Mansell receiving a 10% stat boost. As well as that then, there's a few parts in question. There is the Glide front wing, we have the Curler front wing, and we have the Vortex front wing, all receiving a 10% stat boost. Now of course the front wings are like moustaches, and that is what Hutch have gone for. So they are our 3 parts 1 driver 10% boost for the week upcoming. Now the big one is this is race points this week. It is a big recommendation that you need to be using the parts or drivers, which we'll come into in a minute, when it comes to the race points. So obviously that is a must, and it's 5 for champion, contender 4, challenger 3 and junior on 2. And then finally we have the boost. Now this is going to be a first release in a GP event for the handlebar boost, which is really strong. 25 defending, some tyres and cornering. This is going to be a fantastic little boost that you want to be getting your hands on. So that is what you've got coming up in this GP event, and we're going to cross over and get straight into your strategies. I can't go into the GP event because it's not loaded. We're having to record this because we are going on holiday. So we're going to head instead straight over to our strategy guide. But first, we're going to go through our sponsor tasks, and this is what is detailed above. So in Junior, for 2 race points, you need to be using the Glide front wing. In Challenger, you need to be using the Vortex front wing for an extra 3 race points. In Contender, you need to be using Nigel Mansell.
We've got a new subscriber.
4 extra race points. And then we have got Champion, level 2 for qualifying, level 3 for opening round, level 4 for the final round, to get yourselves 5 extra points per race. So in Junior, you can get up to 49 points a race, Challenger 50, Contender 51, and Champion 52 points a race if you go and match these sponsor tasks. Now, with that in store, legendary drivers are available this week, and we're going to go ahead and take a look straight away into your strategy guide because we can't obviously see it in the game. So first up in this qualifying, we have got Spain. It's Barcelona, which features tyre management drivers and a cornering setup. So do watch out. You do need tyre management and cornering. Now it's a 10-lap circuit. You have got majorly a 2-stop that is everybody is going to be doing, unless you can get to champion and do a 1-stop with a 5 medium, 5 medium. Remember, if you apply boosts of tyre management, you are going to get a higher tyre management level. Now of course, before we select drivers, remember you might want to be using Nigel Mansell this week. But the rest of them, tyre management, they are your drivers. From the left, Junior. From the left to right, Challenger, Contender and Champion. That features your best drivers for tyre management circuits. Now above the top, we've got all the boosts that feature both tyre management and cornering. We've got Saar, Pumpkin, Nazar. We've got Handlebar, which is the new one, Movember, Downforce, Tile Water and Self Control. Now in the middle, your track map, you have got the home straight for use down, DRS down that long straight to try and attack. If you've not got DRS, make sure to conserve and attack in the corners. But what about your setup for Barcelona? Now majorly be aware that you need to use Glide in Junior and Vortex in Challenger. So these are my recommended parts to you for each of the difficulty GPs all the way through to the Champion GP as well. So next up then, if I look across my screen, I have, and what looks to be, a trip to Jeddah this time. So Jeddah in the dry conditions is up next, and it's the tyre management drivers again here. but this time speed circuit. So you need to be keeping your tyre management drivers and moving to a speed setup. We have an 8-lap circuit, and predominantly a 2-stop strategy is very good around here. You can also do a 4 medium, 4 medium. Now, if you're in contender, 4 hard can work really well as well. So do keep an eye on that one. About 65-70 tyre management for that one. But in Champions, it's a 1-stop 4 medium, very, very strong. Now, for Jeddah, it's the same drivers that we've just been through. Your Norrises, your Bortolettos, your Bearmans, all very good at this type of circuit. Not many boosts feature both tyre management and speed. It's only Eagle, Eternal Flame and Deadfast. If you don't have any of them, look for any boost with only tyre management or only speed to try and help your conditions. Now, the track map. The best place to summarise this is attack the first half, conserve the second half. You don't really gain much on that back right hand side of the circuit, so conserve on that whole back half and attack through the first half. Home straight for DRS. Now, your speed setup, Junior, includes the glide part for race points. You have got your Challenger, which includes Vortex for race points. We have your Contender setup for speed, and we also have then your Champion. No, I don't go for Sabre in Contender. I am not a fan of that part. So that is our Champions setup as well. So that is our Jeddah circuit. And now we come to a circuit that, if it's true, is the one I always hate. Monaco in wet conditions. Defensive drivers are going to be required. So you need to change your drivers, but you need to be applying a cornering setup. So we need to go back to the setup which we used in Barcelona, but changing the drivers. 7 laps, you should all be able to do a 4 wet, 3 wet strategy, or a 3 wet, 4 wet. Note, 3-4 is a very good undercut around here if you're toward the back. Now, your drivers, defensive drivers. So you've got Junior through to Champion left to right. You've got Hajar, you've got Jack Doohan's, Bortoletto, Verstappen's, all really good as well, obviously outside of Nigel Mansell, legend. Now the boosts, Handlebar, Cranberry, Reindeer, Hook, Movember, Jin, Saar, Prince, Downforce, all feature both defence and cornering at this circuit. Now this circuit is a tough one, so be prepared for pain. Home straight you can use DRS up the hill and through the tunnel, but wherever you don't use it, make sure to conserve and attack that last sector from the Nouvelle Chicane through the swimming pool section through to the last corner. Some really good chances to overtake as well. And then drivers done. Setup though for cornering is going to be like we used previously in Barcelona. So that is your setups all the way through to Champions that we would be recommending. It's up to you if you want to take a little bit of extra qualifying at Monaco, because Monaco can be a very, very big pain. So that leaves us one qualifying circuit to go, and that is a trip to Bahrain in dry conditions. So here is your Bahrain. Tyre management's back on, so there's only one circuit which isn't tyre management, and that is Monaco. But this one is going to be tyre management and power unit here in Bahrain. 8 laps, heavily features a 2-stop, but you can do a 4 medium, 4 medium. Remember, taking a tyre boost will give you extra tyres. You can get the 1-stop. You can do a 4 hard in Contender, and you can do a 4 soft with about 90 tyre management in Champion. Now, drivers. You should know already, 3 of these circuits have been tyre management, so it's the same drivers that do apply. You've got your Norrises, Bortolettos, Strolls, Albons. You've got Junior from left to right, then Champion on the end. Your boosts, Frost, Pretzel, Butterfly, Pumpkin, Instinct. We've got Dragon, Iron Force, Deadfast Surf, Self Control, all featuring both tyre management and power unit. So, your track map in the middle, home straight for DRS, middle straight and the back straight can be used to attack too, but if whichever straight you're not pushing on, make sure to conserve your power unit and attack through the corners. Now, setup for this power unit circuit is as followed, including glide for race points. We obviously including Vortex for race points. You can go ahead and use Curler with the 10% stat boost for the contender round, but then in Champions I'm recommending to go back to a Flex XL, which gives me good cornering on some of these tracks as well. So that is your strategy guide. Done and dusted for the 4 races in qualifying for this Moustache Madness event. Remember that your sponsor tasks are as followed: Glide in Junior, Vortex in Challenger, Mansell in Contender, and level 2, 3, 4 throughout the week for Mansell in Champion as well. So make sure to go ahead and be using them. But that is your strategy guide for the week. Just remember that it's the handlebar that we're fighting for, the race points we're fighting for. You've got your Glide, Curler, and Vortex with a 10%, as well as Nigel Mansell. Good luck. Hopefully these circuits are right. If not, you can blame Hutch. Feel free. Good luck, and let me know how you get on below.